Now, next week, people in the UK will be able to see up to 96% of the sun covered by a new moon in a deep partial eclipse. While we'll miss totality by a few hundred miles, viewers in the southwest will get the best view. I'm joined now by astronomer Dr Jenifer Millard. And Dr Millard, tell us what we're going to see next week.
Oh, it's going to be a wonderful event. So as you said, we're going to have nearly all of the sun covered by the moon from our perspective in a really deep partial eclipse. The whole event will take about 2 hours to unfold, with the maximal eclipse occurring at around 7:10, 7:15. It does vary slightly depending on your location within the UK. And the sun, when you look through solar eclipse glasses, that safety is always important. When you look through those solar eclipse glasses, you'll see just a very thin crescent of the sun at maximal eclipse, and it'll be absolutely extraordinary.
So you say the southwest is the best place to see it?
It is slightly, yes, because the southwest is going to get the most coverage. But really, it doesn't matter where you are in the UK. I mean, right up in the very northern islands of Scotland, we're talking 88% coverage, something like that. So, yeah, it's going to be great.
How long will the actual eclipse itself last for?
So the whole event, from that first contact all the way through then to last contact, it takes approximately 2 hours. But the real event, where you've got most of the sun covered, there's going to be a golden half-an-hour window, and that peak will be around 7:10, 7:15 in the evening.
So how will it compare to the total solar eclipse that we saw here on the British Isles back in 1999?
So totality is really special when the moon fully covers the sun, because you get to see the corona. So this is the sun's outer atmosphere. And so you don't get to see this with a partial eclipse, but you do get lots of the effects that we're going to get at totality because this partial eclipse is so deep. So we're going to feel the temperature dropping. It's a temperature drop of about 5 degrees Celsius. So it varies slightly depending on the atmospheric conditions of the day, but it is really noticeable. You'll also see the light go to this twilight, eerie sort of light. And also the animals will start falling quiet. So the birds, again, they'll fall quiet. It kind of activates most of your senses. It's not just a visual event, but really, really important, because this is a partial. Have those solar eclipse glasses. And if you don't have any solar eclipse glasses, you can do projection methods using things like a colander, for example. It works really, really well, and then it keeps you safe.
Oh, I think we're going to have to be Googling that, aren't we, to try and work out how to do it. How much of it is also dependent on the weather?
Yeah, so there is a weather factor. If you've got blanket cloud, unfortunately, you're going to sort of have to go online and find a live feed somewhere. But even if you've got partial cloud, it's fine. I was fortunate enough to go out to Texas in 2024 for the total eclipse there, and we had partial cloud. The sun was dipping out, and do you know what? It didn't matter, because the sun would appear for a few minutes. We'd see how the eclipse was progressing. It would disappear behind a cloud, and then it would come back out. Because it's such a long event, you can still see it with partial cloud. So don't worry about it. And I think my best advice, if you want tips on how to use a colander to see the eclipse safely, so you sort of stand with your back to the sun, hold your colander, tilt it, get it to the right angle, and then you'll get all these little mini pictures of the eclipse appearing on your wall or on your tabletop. But ukeclipse.com is a really amazing website. So it's been set up by the astronomical community, and on there they've got a map of all the events that are happening across the UK, and lots of them are being run by astronomical societies, and lots of them are going to be giving out free eclipse glasses. So you can type your address in, you can find your nearest one, and so if you haven't managed to get hold of any eclipse glasses, go out there.
I think lots of people will be trying to buy them this weekend. And also the Perseid meteor shower is also happening that day. How is that going to be affected by the eclipse, and when's the best time to catch that?
Yes, the Perseid. So it's like a cosmic collision of the best astronomical events, because the Perseid is one of the most prolific meteor showers that we have, and it's always glorious. And with a new moon, we don't have any moonlight destroying the night sky, and so it's going to be fantastic. It's happening that evening, so you can enjoy the eclipse, and then as soon as it gets dark enough, for about 10 o'clock, I'd say, you can just step outside, lounge back in a chair, grab a blanket, let your eyes wander across the sky, and enjoy a beautiful meteor shower. It's always best in the hours before the dawn, but let's be honest, it's happening on a Wednesday night, and many of us have got work on Thursday, right? So go out in the evening. in and enjoy a good hour of stargazing. And I'd say stay out for about an hour because they come in fits and bursts, and you should see an average of one every couple of minutes. And it's a really great event because you don't need binoculars or a telescope, just your eyes is the best thing, and let it wander across the sky and count how many shooting stars you can see.
I'm loving your enthusiasm, Dr. Millard. It's all your Christmases have come at once. Thanks so much for joining us.